You stay here, alright? Because it's raining outside. You can't go walk in the rain. You're already wet. I'm going to give you a bath already. Alright? You stay here, alright? You're not going to go hike with me today. Stay in your little bed there. You'll be fine. Hello YouTubers, subscribers and friends. Welcome to my channel. It is 43 degrees. It is cold, rainy day today. Dropping the kids off. Check this out. There is snow on the mountain up there. It is cold today, man. I left the adventure dog at home because he was already walked in the rain. It just stopped raining. Thank God. Dropping the kids off. Man. Freezing. Look at all the mud. Got the mud everywhere. Check out that sun peeking through. That looks so awesome. Or the sun simulator, whichever one you want to think. I researched that yesterday. I think it's a pretty crazy idea what some people are thinking, that they built this huge gigantic LED light and they're blocking out the sun. But you know, people say I'm a conspiracy theorist. That looks awesome. Oh, it's awesome! Got my gloves, I got the heater on, well, medium now, had it on high. I'm gonna head out to this Holcomb Canyon. I want to see what it looks like since it's been raining. I want to get a closer look at the snow. But first, before I do that, I gotta go get me some buy. Dollar General, here I come. I got my two buy. Look at it. There goes the sun disappearing. Look at the mountains over there. It is cold. I didn't bring my beanie. Snow. This is some weird weather, man. All last week it was in the 80s. Look, there's some snow in the tip of the up there. Very tiny snow. Well, apparently it was rain. I got my gloves on. It was raining all night because I woke up about 3 in the morning to some loud thunder. And I was like, oh, it's going to be one of them days in the morning. But I always go to the Holcomb Canyon and show you all different times of the day, morning, afternoon, evening, cloudy, sunny. Now I'm going to go show you what it looks like when it's been raining. Hopefully it's not muddy or flooded out. But let's go check it out. I don't know where everybody's at. There's no cars out today. The mountains are looking beautiful. I got this song stuck in my head, man, by James Taylor. I don't know if there's anybody out there that knows who James Taylor is, but it's called Your Handy Man. I don't know, you know that song where it says, yeah, 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 come on, come on, come on, come on, come, come. Yeah, yeah. That is stuck in my head, man. I have no idea. I woke up singing that song and my wife's like, why are you singing that song? I don't know. It's stuck in my head. There's snow in the mountains. I definitely know that there's snow up on the Santa Catalina Mountains. So look at the mountains there, and the clouds, how cool they look. That looks awesome, man. King Kong Mountain. So I want to get out here really quick and show you my views, what I'm experiencing right now. Look at it, it's all sunshiny and blue over there. Like yesterday, I'm over here in the spot that I came with the adventure dog yesterday, and look at them views way down there. They didn't wake up to rain like I did. I had to walk them in the rain. So I already got my walk in today, Tucson 15 miles, and the wind is blowing. It's very chilly. You can go back and watch yesterday's video. Let's check out them clouds right there, and you can see what the difference was. Even though it was cold yesterday, it is really cold today. I edited yesterday's video with at least it's not snowing, and then what happens? it's snow on the mountain over here. I find that hilarious. This is where I walked yesterday with Jerry. My ears are freezing already. That's not a lot of snow, but it's snow. Man, the desert smells awesome when it rains. Just check out these clouds right here. I'm going to go show you Holcomb Canyon because a couple of weeks ago, if you follow me on Instagram, I found a new, which, you know, I was calling before Bigfoot beds, but I have learned that they're not beds from a Bigfoot hunter that lives on the east side of Tucson. He told me those are boundary markers that Bigfoots like to use. So they're not actually beds. That's why there's some that are big and there's some that are small. Now, who's actually making these beds or boundary markers, I have no idea. But I've been doing even more research about Bigfoot and Dogman. A lot of people are saying that Bigfoot is interdimensional. That's why people will see him and then he'll be gone. But let's continue the drive. We've got about another maybe 10-15 minute drive. Look at it. They have no idea that it's been raining all night. Look at it. All sun shining. I do got a lot of people that say, oh my God, I can't believe you believe in Bigfoot. I never said I believed in Bigfoot. I'm just saying I find a lot of weird things out here. Other people who believe in Bigfoot have contacted me and told me stuff that I had no clue about. Like I said, 3 weeks ago I put a video up on Instagram. I say Got the Truth Arizona. You can go follow me there if you want. I post videos and pictures there all the time. And like I said, 3 weeks ago, I met up with some subscribers over here. They wanted to see the saguaro cactus and they wanted to see the petroglyphs. But, yeah, they saw this new marker or boundary marker, whatever it is that I'm finding. I don't know what it is. I don't know who's making them, but they're just really strange. Actually interesting also. But, the reason I know it's new because I was walking with them and I was showing them. We were just walking around in the area where I found this new marker, and I actually stood up on that rock and was pointing something out to them, and then I went and showed them the giant saguaro, and then when we're coming back I pointed out to them, remember when I stood on this rock? That wasn't there, and now it's there. That beeping, that's my phone losing a signal and then getting a signal, because it's very rare to get a signal in this area over here. Check that out, man. Look at it. Awesome looking. This is what I love about the desert when it rains. It's clouds. It is so cold out here, man. Woo. Look at these saguaros and stuff. I don't know what it is about this canyon that I'm so attracted to keep coming back to this canyon. It's just, I don't know, the energy here is just amazing. Put my hoodie on, it's cold. Look at this rock. Looks like Batman symbol, right? The Batarang. Most people wouldn't even notice that rock. So these things that I've been calling Bigfoot beds, I have been told that they're boundary markers. 2.5 years ago when I first discovered them, the very last one that I discovered was, and it's weird because the last one I discovered was when I came walking into this canyon like I'm doing right now. I stopped and looked at this saguaro right here, and I climbed up there to take pictures, get closer to it, and then went walking down the canyon, and then when I came back I looked at the saguaro again, and I noticed that there was a bed right there. It's almost completely gone now. So something came in here and put that marker or boundary thing there, or acknowledging that I climbed up in here to take a picture of that saguaro, which that's what I find weird. it didn't look like this. There was a lot more bushes here when I came here. But it's funny. It's strange because I have people tell me, well, how do we know you're not the one doing it? I'm not doing it. The biggest one I found was over there, which is still remnants of stuff there. It was huge. It covered the whole thing. And I had climbed up on that big rock up there too, because there was something hanging in that tree. And I climbed up in there to see what it was. It was like a bobber for a fishing thing. And when I came back a couple days later, this gigantic, what I called the bed, was there. And I climbed around there and checked it out and was making a video. And then when I climbed down, that's when I found that gigantic 13.5 footprint, which is just on the other side of this bush. And then that's when I noticed that all that whole area there, that's where all that buffalo grass was that was pulled out to make that. So, and because I've been talking to these Bigfoot hunters that live here in Arizona, live on the east side of Tucson, they've been telling me a lot more stuff that Sasquatch, Bigfoot, Yeti, whatever you want to call them, wild man, they're interdimensional. Now, I know that sounds crazy, believe me. When the people are telling me that, I'm like, well, that's crazy, man. That's like science fiction stuff. You know, but hey, I have seen a lot of weird and crazy things in my life that I'm not doubting anybody. I'm not saying, oh, you're crazy. I'm not saying to their face. I'm thinking it, but at the same time, I'm open-minded to, it's like, you know what? I've seen a lot of spirits and ghosts, so maybe, I don't know. That rock on top of that, just sitting there. That's weird. Somebody set that there. Now, some of these rocks that are on these boundary markers, I keep wanting to say Bigfoot beds, but they told me that they're boundary markers, and are pretty heavy. So, and whoever's doing this, whatever is doing this, is doing it in 15 or 20 minutes, because I walk down, you know, I'll climb up on something, I'll take pictures, or I'll sit there and meditate, you know, whatever I'm doing, and then I'll leave, and then when I come back, I always look around the places I, you know, go to. That's when I find these things. You know, just like the very first time I was walking through this wash, the very first time I found the first one, the exact spot where I was actually talking about Bigfoot show, so hunting for Bigfoot or searching for Bigfoot, and the exact spot where I stopped, I was just panning around and just talking just like I'm doing right now, and then I continued to go, and then 25 minutes later I came back, and then that's when I found the first boundary marker exactly where I stopped, because I found out later after researching my video and editing my video that that bed wasn't there before, because I panned just like I'm doing now, and I could see in the video it wasn't there, and then when I came back I found it. I don't know, it's just strange. The two people that I met up with here, they met up with me, they wanted to see the giant swirl that's at the end here, and it only takes like 20-25 minutes to walk down there. And we were only there for 5 or 10 minutes, and we came back, and then that thing was made. Here's the other two boundary things that I found 2.5 years ago. You see how big them rocks are? Exactly the same thing. Now people ask me, why do you think it's beds? Because there's rocks sitting on top of it, and the rocks never move. The reason why I say it's beds, because you see these root balls sticking out? I've done survival many times in my earlier years. When you make a bed and you want something to lay on, you want it to be soft and get you off the ground, but you don't want to be laying on these root balls. So you point them outwards. So there's one there, and here's the other one right here. See how the root balls are pointed out and there's rocks on it? Well, 2.5 years ago when I came here and I first discovered this, I went in and I picked up the rocks to see how heavy they were. They're pretty heavy, and I was just looking around, you know, and you might think it's crazy. I was like, who's making these? I just yelled it out like that. I'm going to tear these down. You know, just whoever might be out here watching me, because I sit out here sometimes and watch people. And then when I came the next day, whoever it was built this wall right here. And when I came and saw that this wall was here, the next day I was like, well, they do not want me to go up in there. whoever or whatever it is that's doing this. Crazy? You can say it's crazy. Weird? Whatever. Something's going on in this canyon. And it left a huge, naked, bare footprint. Here's where I was stopping the first time and I was looking around. This didn't look like this before, but there was a huge thing of buffalo grass here. And I was talking about this, how I go up there and I climb up there and I sit up there and I meditate and stuff like that. Sometimes I eat my little snacks and stuff. And I'm just panning around just like I'm doing just like this. And I was talking about that Bigfoot show. And then I did the hike, looked at some stuff, and then I came back and I could smell like fresh cut grass. And then I noticed this whole area, there are holes in the ground, big huge holes. So I started, what happened here? So I just started investigating, and then that's where I found that bed up there, which is still there. Or boundary marker, wherever you want. Look at this. Look at this. That is new. That is definitely new. Look at it, still there. Now, what's missing is this big, huge rock right here used to be up here in the middle. Maybe the rain washed it down or something. I don't know. But this one is huge, and they're still here. Now, I haven't been here for 3 weeks. But this definitely wasn't here 3 weeks ago when I was here, because I remember all this stuff because I come here so often. Now, the reason why I say there's a wild man of Bigfoot in this canyon, because just regular people aren't just going to be stacking these things just for no reason anywhere. I acknowledge that as I'm pointing at it. So in case there's anybody or anything watching me, whether in this dimension or second dimension, I'm letting them know I notice this, all right? Because the person that talking to me about Bigfoot says that they watch you, and he's been doing it for 25 years. So I guess he knows what he's talking about on the Sasquatch, and there's a lot of them in Arizona, and especially on the east side of Tucson up in Reddington's Pass. Here's another thing that I just noticed that this wasn't here also. These two big rocks inside this tree. Look at them. Now, what are the odds of these rocks falling down from up there and getting in between these branches? There's a big branch, there's a branch, nah, somebody put these rocks inside of here. These rocks are, oh my goodness, that thing is jammed stuck in there. That's slammed down in there. I cannot move this rock. I'm putting all my weight on it. It's not even budging. I don't know, that's new. I document it now so when I come by again next time, see how many rocks are in there. 3. It's strange. It's like all of a sudden all the birds got quiet. They were like chirping and stuff. Look at these clouds that they're moving. You can see my breath when I breathe out. It's so cold. There they go. Birds are chirping again. When you spend as much time out in the desert as I do, you tend to notice things that most people don't notice when they just go out on a weekend hike every once in a while. Man, this weather is weird. It's so cold, my nose is freezing. Just look at these rocks, man. I would love to have big rocks like this in my yard. There's a lot of birds out here. So 3 weeks ago, last time I was here, I was out here with two elderly couple that they watched my videos, and they were from Ohio, and they actually came to Arizona to see these areas where I hike in. And I was standing here talking to them, telling them about these caves up here and stuff, and I heard some noises. I looked up, and there was this guy and this girl having a picnic right up there on them rocks up there. And you could just see just their heads where they were sitting up there. I told that older couple with me, I'm like, look and see them people up there? And they're like, where? I'm like, right up there. And they're like, how did you know there was somebody up there? I'm like, I'm just looking around. Like, the birds are all singing and chirping in here. When you come in these canyons, or when you go out in the desert, you have to just stop and just listen to nature and just open your eyes and look. I see and hear everything. And I watch people when they come in these canyons. They just walk with their heads down, and, you know, they're not paying attention to anything. Canyon always looks different no matter how many times I come here. Rocks are slippery. Look at the flowers. So beautiful. Nice, peaceful day out today. Birds are all happy today. So I stopped right here, and I was climbing up on these rocks right here when I was with that older couple and telling them about this area. And the reason why I climbed up on these rocks, because I was talking to this about these caves that are up here, and we were standing in this area. I was talking about the caves that are up there and how I've hiked and climbed up all of these things. And I wasn't filming because they didn't want to be on camera, so all I was using was my cell phone taking pictures. And we went to the giant saguaro, and I climbed up on these rocks. And then on the way back, we were coming back, I could see from way over there, top of this rock, here's another boundary marker thing. Right there. And I was just up on that rock, talking to the people about all the areas here and how I found a new cave over there. I'll get up there, I'll show you in a minute. See that? Look, there's water right there too. That is the newest Bigfoot, it's not a bed, but boundary marker that I found 3 weeks ago. Like I said, I have not been in this canyon since then. It's been 3 weeks. 3 weeks ago, I was standing in this exact spot talking about the caves up here. And it's weird because when I'm going to go over there and show you that you can see this from over there. The wind's blowing, and man, there is this terrible smell. Oh my goodness, it's like a skunk in this spot right here. Terrible smell. Anyways, we're coming back. If you go around this curve, maybe a 5, maybe 7-minute walk. That way, depending if you get distracted or not. And on the right hand side is this giant saguaro. And it smells good. I was walking here, and I was talking and walking, and you can't see it right now. Well, when I saw it, it was sunny and it wasn't squished down, but I noticed there's something up on that rock. I don't know, I'm a good 100 feet from it. The smell's gone. And I saw that rock, and I stopped right here, and the guy was walking next to me. He stopped me because, you see something? I'm like, I told the guy, remember I was up on that rock right there? He goes, yeah, why? Look, there's something on the rock. And I had already told him the story about the other Bigfoot beds. And they're like, wow, that's weird, that wasn't there. You know, and I got my phone out and I started filming it for my Instagram. And you can hear them on my Instagram video that, yeah, that wasn't there. Who do you think made it? Because I didn't make it. And it wasn't there when I climbed up on the rock, because they were with me. There's nobody else with me. I don't have a team that I work with. So they were my witnesses, because they were with me. They saw me climb up on the rock. They know about the stories, and they were with me the whole time. And they came back and they witnessed themselves that there's somebody put something, or something put something there, and they were just, I don't know, for lack of a better term or explanation, they were just as shocked as I was. That smell's gone. Man, it was such a strong skunk smell. Very, very strong. It's gone now. I don't know. That's the newest one. I'm not going to go any further that way because I don't feel like my ears are freezing. The birds stopped singing though. You can believe it whatever you want. I'm just showing you guys what I'm experiencing out in the desert. Uh-oh, there's that smell. It's back again. Man, it's like a skunk is spraying. They need smell-o-vision on these cameras. Man, it's gone. Man, that quick it's gone. So, I do have the people that live in Arizona watch my videos, and they do research Sasquatch and Bigfoot. And the things that I see and experience, they're telling me there's something in this canyon, you know, and that they're interdimensional. They can go in and added dimensions. That's why people will be tracking one and see one, and then next thing you know, it's like, oh, where did it go? Kind of like UFOs. That is weird. That smell. It's like I walk over here, there's no smell, and I walk over there, there's a smell. The wind is blowing, so you would think if there was a smell over in this area, I would smell it all. I don't know. It's confusing. It doesn't stink anymore, but it's like a skunk smell. There's nothing here now. This is an awesome canyon. Got a lot of history in this canyon. Whoever's making those, I will acknowledge it, so if anybody's watching me, they see me pointing at it. Because he says they do watch us. They're very intelligent creatures. You can believe whatever you want. You can think I'm crazy, you can think I'm making this up, but unless you're here and you're experiencing this stuff that I'm experiencing, you know, I'm always looking around, I'm always noticing everything. I saw this little, I thought it was like a little cave or something. I watch this guy, it's Colorado Bigfoot, and he hikes in some awesome areas. And he believes that there's little people living up in the mountains. Anyways, I'm gonna head back to my car. This battery's dying. That's weird, because it was fully charged when I was standing over there. Now it's like almost dead. That's crazy. Something's draining my battery. Sun's coming out. I was over there earlier. I stopped because I heard like a growl, and then that smell hit me again. Look at my battery, went all the way up to full charge again. I wish you guys could see the battery, but I don't know, something weird going on over there. Something weird. Man, that sun feels so good. My ears and nose are freezing. Awesome sauce. Can you hear those birds? The sun feels awesome. So when I first got here 45 minutes ago, it was dark, gloomy, just got through raining. The sun is out and sun's shining, it's warmed up. Look at the beautiful flowers here. There's definitely big huge water puddles everywhere in this wash. I'm glad I didn't bring the adventure dog because he'd be stinky right now. And the sun feels so good. I've just been out here just looking around. Still blowing my breath out, you can still see it though. And that little breeze that's happening brings the chill. I'm gonna head back to my car. And I want to show you what the Santa Catalina Mountains look like. Can you guys see the glistening of the rain off the trees there? It's a beautiful canyon. One of my most favorite places to hike. I'm back to my car. Oh, it definitely looks different out here now. I didn't think I was going to get any hiking in today. Well, I think I'll end the video here. If you like these kind of videos, smash that like, hit that subscribe. It don't cost you anything, it's free. And like always, thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. Remember, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Something strange going on out here. Be kind to people. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Thanks for watching. Keep on going.